You talked about the organization that may be new and may not have done all the work to do look at what other companies are paying and so forth for their roles, um, and what kind of like how should they approach it? Like they may not be able to hire a consultant like us to come in and look at their pay and that sort of thing. It's just not in their budgets. So what we have recommended is, to your point, like looking at your P&L and L and looking at what's affordable for your organization, what's affordable from a headcount perspective, but then also what are you paying your current employees? And so creating a range around internal equity as well as your what's profitable, and using that approach. And it is good at some point to do the analysis around what is the market paying, because you want to know, what other companies are paying, to know that you're paying, overpaying or underpaying and so forth, so that you can explain to your candidates, like, yeah, we may not pay what Amazon's paying, but the culture is different here. You're going to have more opportunities. You're not just going to be a cog in the wheel. You're going to really be part of this purpose. You're going to have an impact on growing this organization. You're going to have experience that is different to working at a big firm. And I've worked in consulting for a while, and I've worked for the big firms, and it's a completely different experience than working for a smaller organization where you can get your hands in everything. And I can be at a meeting with a CEO, and in the past in a consulting company, I might meet with a senior analyst or a manager, so you're just getting a lot more exposure. Working with a smaller organization, maybe you're not getting paid the same amount, but it people are looking for different things as part of their career, and it's not always what they're getting from a base pay. Another factor that you can break out, you talked about sales professional roles and how, what if someone's having a way bigger impact on the organization, you want to offer them more, then build in a really good sales incentive design or corporate incentive program where you are recognizing employees for their impact to those measures, whether that is, net profitability or number of bookings or whatever that is, and build a good incentive program that's going to reward people for their individual contributions objectively, is a great way to retain and continue to support those high performers.
When it comes to trying to get an understanding of what the market conditions are, two tools we frequently use for our clients is just going to Indeed and going to LinkedIn as if you're a job seeker, and you can put the position in that you're going to be advertising and go and see who's marketing what positions that are similar, what the ranges are. I had one with a client the other day. They were looking for a property accountant, and I was another accounting position, but there was 160 positions on LinkedIn, and I think another 100 positions on Indeed that we're posting for almost the identical job title. And it gives you the wage ranges. So obviously as a job seeker, you can see who's posting it in what ranges. And also as a business, you can go and see like who you're competing against. And it's a great tool for us as clients, because there are times we've looked and there's 5 people and you're not competing against a super deep market or 5 jobs posted. But other times when you're competing against, say, 100 to 250 other companies looking to hire a property accountant or a development accountant, that if you are competing against all those people, then how do you get whatever the candidate is that you want? If there's a job seeker out there that can apply to 150 jobs that align with their background, skills, and experience, who's going to win that race? And that if you are, there isn't 150 applicants for that job, I can tell you that much. Or there are, but not as many that actually meet the qualifications. And so really trying to figure out like where you need to land from a compensation standpoint to identify and attract the right candidate. It's a great little tool you can at least go to get a snapshot of what's happening in the market.